Mother's Journey by Yann Tiersen is a beautiful song and it's meant for the intermediate pianist. It gets a little bit complicated when you put both hands together, so let's look at the sheet music and get into it. There are a lot of concepts and things you have to know to learn this song, so if you're still not an intermediate pianist, go check this playlist that I have in the description below and you can learn everything you need to know to be able to learn this song. So let's get started. This song is in the B flat major scale because there's two flats, B flat and E flat. So in the first measure, we have a D, then we're going down to this D. Then we have a G, D, B flat, D, C, D, G, B flat, D, G. And we do that 2 times for 2 measures. So we're playing a G minor chord. We're adding this C, which happens to be the 11th. And while playing these notes, we're playing the bottom D here, so. In the next measure we have is D sharp, which is really an E flat. I don't know why, like the person that transcribed the song made it a D sharp instead of E flat, but let's just read it the way it is. So we have a D sharp on top, D sharp on the bottom, G, D sharp, B flat, D sharp. With my pinky, I'm playing the natural D. D sharp, G, B flat, D sharp, G. And you play that 2 times. In the next measure, we have a D again, but this time it's the natural D, and we play an F, G, F, A, F, C, then F, G, A, F, G. And again, for this measure, I'm moving my pinky back and forth from D to C, so. In the next measure, we have a C on top, D on the bottom with her thumb, then we're playing a G, back to the D, to the C, back to the D, to the A, D, F, A, D, F. If you don't know how to read these notes, then I suggest that you actually take the time to learn it, because learning songs like this is pretty hard, and if you don't know how to read the sheet music and just following a tutorial is pretty intense and annoying. So if you just know how to read the sheet music, it'll be much easier. And this tutorial is just meant to be a walkthrough, not necessarily a step-by-step. To be able to play songs like this, you need to have a good foundation, and if you don't have that, I can't teach that to you in just one video like this. It'll take me hours. So what you need to do is just on your own time, go check out this playlist that I have and you'll learn all the basics, put in the work, learn all the songs that you need to learn, and then come back to this one. So let's play this part from the beginning. So the right hand is exactly the same for the second part. So we're just going to learn the left hand notes and then put them together. In the right hand, we're playing a G minor chord. That's a G minor chord. So in the left hand, we're probably playing the same thing. The notes are a little bit hard because they're higher up on the staff. They overlap with the right hand staff. Let's just get into it. So we have a G, D, and that's a G. And you don't necessarily have to read the rest of the notes. You don't have to know the names of it just because they're all right next to each other. There's no spaces in between the G and the next note. So if it's right next to the G, that means that that note is an A. Then we have a B. Then we have a C. Let's do that again. In the next measure, we have an E flat, a B flat, E flat. That note is right next to the E, so it's an F. Then we have a note that's right next to it, a G, and then that note is a B flat. Let's try this again. So it's a little bit uncomfortable to play this. I'm playing the bottom E with my pinky, B with my second finger, top E with my thumb, and then third finger over to F, second finger on G, first finger on B flat. Just play it a couple times slowly and you'll eventually get it. Let's do the next one. We have an F, C, F, a note right next to it, so it's a G, a note right next to it, which is an A. Then we have a C, 2 notes away. Then a B, A, B, C, B, A. And finally, we have the D, D, A, D, E natural, then F, then an A, F, E natural again. So let's play the left hand all together. So playing it hands together is definitely hard because you're playing two different shapes, two different patterns, and you need to play them together. So when I was learning the song, it was definitely like a challenge, but after a couple minutes, I was able to get it, but it did take a lot of work because you have to really just let your mind go and not really think about what you're doing and just let your hands do the work. Practice each hand separately. Really like get it ingrained so you don't have to think about what you're doing. And then when you put both hands together, really just don't let yourself think too much and just play both patterns. The next part is exactly the same. You're just playing it down an octave. You just end it on the G. So once you're actually able to play it nicely and not think about what you're doing and not make any mistakes, now let's think about dynamics and putting feel to it. In the intro, I like to just play it nice and soft and start slow in the first measure and speed up. And then in the next part, start soft and then just build up from there. In the last part, I like to play it a little louder. So let me know if you're able to learn the song with this tutorial. I know that it's not as in depth. I'm not really holding your hand and telling you each exact note and exactly how to do it. But that's because I believe that if you actually want to learn piano, you can do it. You can actually learn how to. And when you read the sheet music and you learn your music theory, you will not only be able to learn this song on your own, you'll be able to play hundreds of songs. You'll have unlimited amount of knowledge to be able to play any song that you really want. So being able to read the sheet music, understand the music theory is crucial. So I am not going to promote just, put your finger here, put your finger there, and just teach you the song like that. I think that you can learn the notes if you really want to, and it's going to be totally worth it because you won't have to spend 7 months on learning a song just like this. You'll be able to play this within 2 weeks, 3 weeks at max. Just put in the work and you could do it. Let me know what you think of this tutorial in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.